Are you planning a trip to the United States and wondering which cities to visit? Chicago is a good option. From towering skyscrapers to an expansive lakeshore, the Windy City has it all. Chicago embodies the values of the American heartland, and a visit to this city offers the chance to see what can be accomplished through hard work and determination. In this video, we'll show you the top 10 places to visit in Chicago that you simply can't miss. Get ready to experience unique perspectives of the city's memorable skyline and immerse yourself in the vibrant culture of this amazing city. However, before we begin our countdown, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's explore the best of Chicago together. Number 10. Shedd Aquarium. The John G. Shedd Aquarium is near the Field Museum in Chicago. It has more than 1,500 different types of sea creatures like fish, birds, insects, and amphibians. The aquarium was finished in 1930 and over 2 million people visit it every year, which makes it one of the most popular aquariums in the United States. The exhibits are grouped into different areas, like the Caribbean Reef and the award-winning Amazon Rising. The Oceanarium is one of the most popular exhibits because it has dolphins and beluga whales. Number 9. Field Museum of Natural History. The Field Museum of Natural History was created because of the World's Fair in Chicago in 1893. At first, it was supposed to be a place to show things from the fair, but over time, it became a collection of natural history artifacts and exhibits. The museum moved to Grant Park in 1921 and is now part of the museum campus. There are many things to see there, like taxidermy animals, including big ones like elephants from Africa. The museum also has a lot of Native American artifacts. The most famous thing to see there is a 12-meter-long skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus dinosaur. People love to see it, and many visitors to Chicago wouldn't miss it. The dinosaur's name is Sue. Number 8. Buckingham Fountain. Buckingham Fountain is a famous fountain in Grant Park. It was designed by an architect named Edward Bennett and looks like the Latona Fountain in Versailles. The fountain is very big and can shoot water up to 15 stories high. The fountain has 4 statues of seahorses that spray water. They're supposed to represent the 4 states around Lake Michigan. The pool of water in the fountain represents the lake itself. The fountain was given to the city as a gift by a woman named Kate Sturgis Buckingham. She was very rich and donated the fountain to remember her brother who passed away. She also set up a fund to keep the fountain running forever. Number 7. Chicago Water Tower. Designed by architect William Boynton. The 47-meter, 154-foot tall turreted Chicago Water Tower once played a critical role in the city's water system. In 1871, a fire that began in a barn owned by Patrick and Catherine O'Leary quickly spread and destroyed the city's entire business district. One of the few surviving structures of the infamous Great Chicago Fire, the Chicago Water Tower is a symbol of the city's resilience. Today, the beautiful limestone structure is home to the City Gallery, which exhibits works by local artists and photographers. Number 6. John Hancock Center. The John Hancock Center is a really tall building in Chicago. It's 344 meters tall and is the 4th tallest building in the city. The building is next to Lake Michigan, so you can see the whole city from the top. It was finished in 1968 and has many records, like having the world's highest indoor swimming pool and ice skating rink. You can go to the 94th floor by elevator in only 40 seconds. On the 94th floor, there's an open-air skywalk for visitors to see the view. On the 96th floor, there's a place to relax and have a drink while looking out at the city. Number 5. Chicago River. The Chicago River is an important part of the city's character. In the year 1900, the city did something amazing. They changed the direction of the river's flow. They put locks in the river so that the water would go into the Mississippi River instead of Lake Michigan. Now there's a nice walkway called the River Walk that's about a mile long. It's on the south side of the river and goes through the downtown area. People can walk there and enjoy the green space while they look at the city. You can also take a boat tour to learn more about the famous places in the city. The boat tour is a fun way to learn about the city's history. Number 4. Millennium Park. Millennium Park in Chicago had a lot of problems before it opened. It took a long time to finish and cost more money than they planned, but when it was finally done, everyone was surprised at how good it was. There's a lot of open space with grass, and there are many modern sculptures made from steel and glass. One of the most famous sculptures is called the Bean, but its real name is Cloud Gate. Visitors love to take photos of it. There's also an outdoor concert venue called the Pritzker Pavilion, which was designed by Frank Gehry. In the winter, people can ice skate on a rink, and in the summer, it turns into a restaurant. Millennium Park is a great place to go if you're in Chicago. Number 3. Navy Pier. Navy Pier is a place in Chicago that's a lot of fun. It's next to Lake Michigan and has many things to do, like gardens, restaurants, and attractions. The pier is really long, about 1,000 meters, 3,300 feet. It was built in 1916. On the pier, you can ride a Ferris wheel, a carousel, and watch movies in an IMAX theater. Navy Pier is a great place for families to visit. There's a children's museum there that kids will love. You can also see the Smith Museum of Stained Glass Windows, which has over 150 pieces of glass, including 11 special windows made by Tiffany. Number 2. Magnificent Mile. The Magnificent Mile is a part of Michigan Avenue in Chicago. It starts at Oak Street and goes to the Chicago River. People think it's one of the best places to go shopping in the world. A man named Arthur Rubloff gave it the nickname Mag Mile a long time ago. When you visit the Magnificent Mile, you can also see many famous places in Chicago like the Museum of Contemporary Art, the Wrigley Building, and the Chicago Water Tower. These places are very popular with tourists. Number 1. Sears Tower. The Sears Tower is a tall building in Chicago that was finished in 1973. It has 108 floors and used to be the tallest building in the world. It is now called the Willis Tower. Even though it's not the tallest anymore, many people still want to visit it. It has very fast elevators that can go up to 1,600 feet per minute. Visitors can take a 70-second ride to the sky deck on the 103rd floor. On a windy day, they can feel the building move. From the sky deck, they can see Lake Michigan and even parts of Michigan and Wisconsin. So that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get all the latest updates.